So what we have here is a quote-unquote FTK deck that uses the Punk engine, and the reason why it's not like actually technically an FTK is because the way that we win is that we hand loop every card in our opponent's hand, we put them all back into the deck so that they can't do anything, and then they pass turn and then we win next turn. So it's basically an FTK, but not really technically an FTK, but it still works. And the way we do that is we use Punk, we summon Coach King Giant Trainer, the card that draws 3 cards in back when Tachyon FTK was a thing, and then we use the skill to draw even more cards, and then we pretty much guarantee that we draw one of the draw spells, and then the draw spells draw even more cards, and then we draw every single card of our deck, and then the combo uses 4 cards. It's Heavy Slump plus 2 Gift of Greeds, and that basically puts your opponent into a situation where they will have more than 8 cards in their hand, so that we can activate Heavy Slump, and then we go Chainlink 1 Heavy Slump, Chainlink 2 Drawing Lockbird, and then we just shuffle every single card back from our opponent's hand back to the deck. And then to prevent us from decking out ourselves, we will just activate Offerings to the Doomed on one of our own monsters, so that when they end their turn, even if we don't have any cards left in our deck, we can just skip our draw phase and then attack for game. And there's a lot of options we can use to punch for game. We have Psychic End Punisher, which is the main option, and we also have a bunch of other stuff that we can make going second, so even if we go second, we don't immediately lose. We have like a Typhon that we can theoretically make, we have a Black Rose because Mystical Elf is level 4, and we have a bunch of level 3 tuners, and then Pep is just really good in general, going second as well. And we have like the 1 copy of Offerings to the Doomed and the 1 copy of Joel that might do something if we go second as well, but the deck mainly wants to go first obviously, but even if we go second, there is a chance that we don't lose. So yeah, basically that's the deck. It's not very good obviously, otherwise you would have seen people play this deck. There is a reason why nobody else is playing this, because if you have full Punk combo, you might as well play Tachyon, Transmigration, and all of those good stuff. And this deck is not good going second. Even if it goes first, it loses to every hand trap in the game, Nibiru, Valor, Imperm, Troll, just anything. And yeah, I'll show you some replays to show how the FTK works. Okay, game 1, we're going first against this Legend 5 player, which is about to demote if he loses, and bad news for him, we are going first. And even though I am in Legend 4 right now, I don't really plan to get to King of Games this season because I just don't have the motivation to do that. So unfortunately, my 6 years of getting to King of Games every season is about to end. But that's okay, because who else other than me even cares about the win streak, right? So our plan is basically just to do the Punk combo and then have 3 level 8s on our field, and instead of doing the Jugluxion combo, we just make Giant Trainer, and then we draw 3 cards. We do a little bit of burn damage, but that isn't really the main purpose of the thing. It just allows us to draw 3 cards. And then we can also use the skill to draw 2 more cards, and then we'll start to use the draw spells, and then we'll basically draw until we get the combo. As you can see, we can draw an entire deck using the 2 trade-ins, but we don't have to. So during our opponent's standby phase, really important, don't do this in the draw phase because you can't fire draw in the draw phase. We'll activate the 2 Gift of Greeds, and then immediately use Heavy Slump and then Chainlink to draw. And then that shuffles every card back from their hand, and then our turn goes back to us, and then we can just attack and win. Okay, we have another game. This time we're going second, and this kind of shows what you can theoretically do going second. Even though this is an FTK deck, it still has some plays going second. It's obviously not going to be very good, especially if you actually play against good players playing good decks, but in this situation, we're playing against like a Legend 1 Dark Magician player who doesn't really know what he's doing, so we should be okay, especially that we also have a Draw and Lockbird in our hand, so we can still maybe prevent him from making a board that is too strong. He's gonna have his Dark Magical Circle set up, and he also has the Eternal Soul and the Dragoon on the field, so that's like 1 negate plus 1 banish, but I mean, we have enough gas to play through some interruptions, so we can just do that. We'll summon the Mystical Elf, and that pretty much threatens him to get rid of it, otherwise we might draw into non-engine, because our opponent doesn't, our opponent won't be able to know that we aren't actually playing a lot of non-engine, so, you know, if you play against a normal player, they will spend their interruptions on your Mystical Elf, so that baits out something, and then Traden baits out something else, because that's a 2-for-1, but we still have a combo starter in our hands, so we can still just make Pep. I mean, we can just go through the level 8s that we have just to lower our life points even more, so that we get an even bigger attack boost with Pep. We're just gonna summon more guys as well, because Pep alone isn't lethal, so we also gonna have a rising skill next to it, so that we can actually attack and win anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, thanks for watching, goodbye.